Are you ready, people? Since the age of 5, swear been a star that's past size. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues. The journey I took, y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee, straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair on nappy, cut it all off. Plus some name that's in my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape. For my destiny awaits for me to be great, and I knew it. So was square, had to show was moving. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like you been, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. Just the past, present, and the future. C-Square, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here,
Hello. Yes. Welcome to the feature. I am here, your awesome host with the most, Cliff Jackson III, or CJ3. I am he, and man, welcome to another awesome episode of the feature with Cliff Jackson III. I'm your host, CJ3, and we are here, man. It is here. It is finally Featured Fridays, and man, we are so happy to have you guys here tonight, ready to get this thing here off and going with the one and only Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr. tonight, man. So if you're tuning into this thing live or you're watching the replay, you don't want to miss tonight's show. We're about to get into it with my pastor, Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr., right here on the feature, man. And I'm so happy that he decided to do my show so elated. As you see, I got on my Sunday's best. Deacon Jackson had to come correct tonight, so I had to make sure everything was on point when we was good before we get off into our show tonight, man. So, yes, indeed. So, you already know how we feeling. Hello to all my features tonight, man. How y'all doing, man? It's so good to have all of y'all here tonight. All my top fans and all my people who are just consistently riding with me all the time and everything that we do, man. I appreciate y'all more than y'all could ever know. Truthfully, man. For those watching this thing on YouTube right now, or on Twitch, or on Facebook, man, welcome to the show. So happy and elated that you guys are here. Tonight's going to be a phenomenal show as we get ready to talk to a phenomenal man. So, listen, every last one of y'all could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I truly appreciate that. If you want to be on my show, man, get in touch with me. Email me at thefeature.cj3@gmail.com, or go follow us and like us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Feature with CJ3. I'm on every single night, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Go subscribe right now to YouTube and Twitch every Friday night, Monday through Friday, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts, or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause. Please send your donations to our Cash App, Right Touch, $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Feature with CJ3. And go download and watch the replays of past Featured Fridays guests. There's a nugget of knowledge in every conversation. And if you want to be featured, advertise, you want to sponsor the show, then advertise with us. Cash App us at $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard, get promoted, get on. Tonight's show is sponsored by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment Incorporated. If you haven't been touched by Right Touch, then you haven't been touched right. And tonight's show is sponsored by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment, with multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. This 12. And tonight's show is sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage,
with certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. Make your appointment today at 850-354-8533. And a gift certificate from Perfect Touch Massage for those first 10 subscribers from tonight's show. You have the choice of a 50% off your massage or buy one and get one 50% off of your massage, courtesy of Perfect Touch Massage. Man, we here. We are getting this thing on and popping. I am so elated, so excited, so happy to get this thing popping off, man. You guys don't know what y'all do to me and for me. So, man, at the end of the day, we are about to get into it. I am about to get ready to call up Pastor, the Reverend. My Reverend, look, this man here is an awesome individual, man. I love this man. Great man of God. Just a great individual overall. Very well respected, not just here in the city of Tallahassee, but he's well respected all around this country, especially in the United States and around the globe. He's traveled everywhere, Israel, Africa. He's been around. He's done his thing, and he's preached in these other countries too. And he's one of those modest preachers, man. Like I literally, and he knows, and it's no secret. He's up there with the T.D. Jakes and the Eddie Longs and the Bishop Noel Jones. Like he's in that epsilon of those people, and he's right here in Tallahassee. But yet he's so modest, so laid back, so he's just so real. He's just always been that way, and he's just always been a great individual. I call him my pastor, my pops. I mean, he's definitely somebody who knows me frontwards and backwards and forwards and stuff. So to have this opportunity to have him on the show, man, this is going to be an honor. So we're going to get Reverend Walker on the phone right now. So for those who go to Tabernacle and those who don't, listen, this is a great way of getting to know the man behind the pulpit and just the way for everything, man. So I am going to give him a call right now. I know everybody's been waiting for this particular phone call. It's about to happen now, Tabernacle. Everybody who is somebody. Good evening, Reverend Walker.
Good evening. How you doing, Mr. Jackson?
I'm good, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing the best thing I can, try to stay safe.
Man, I know that's right, man. Especially with all the crazy stuff going on out there in this world.
I know it, man. Best thing that we can do is stay safe, man. I tell you how things go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Rev, thank you so much for coming on my show to feature, man. You know me, I'm always dipping and diving into so many different endeavors, and you have supported me in all of them. And with this one being another one on top of the list, sir, I just graciously appreciate you, man. You know, you just by far one of my favorite people. And you know, just the whole city of Tallahassee loves you, man, and the Tabernacle loves you. And so this is just our night, me and you having a conversation that we always have. We have conversations of many, but this is just our conversation and letting the world in on our conversation and just letting them get to know you. For a lot of people who do know you and don't know you, we're just getting a whole lot more closer and a little bit more intimate and a whole lot more exclusive with you. So we just want to pay you some homage tonight, if that's cool with you, sir.
That's fine. That's a good question. Let's see what we can do.
Cool. So, Reverend Walker, off top of the rip, I ask all my guests this: where are you from?
Originally from Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh.
Born and raised there.
Born and raised in Greenville, South Carolina. Greenville, stand up, talking to y'all's very own Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr. Now, Rev, what was the family makeup like? Like your mom, dad, sisters, brothers? Like, how did that family whole ordeal go?
It was just two of us, my sister and myself.
Okay.
And the oldest, and she was the youngest. Just two of us, and father and mother. We had a very small family, you know, just the four of us. Including my parents, you know. So we had a very close
Right.
growing up. So that's kind of culture I kind of grew up in, very close knit.
Cool, cool. So Greenville, South Carolina. You know, you mom, pops, and your sister. Now, what high school did you go to in Greenville?
Well, I started out going to Stanley High.
Okay.
That's from like 8th to 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Then at that time they built a new high school on Beck High, and I finished from Beck High.
Okay. That's John E. Beck High School.
High school.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Out of Greenville, South Carolina. The Panthers. Now, how was that experience like?
Growing up in high school, it was a unique kind of experience for me. Because at that time, you had both integration had just started.
Mm-hmm.
You had a choice to go from either go to a total major black school, or we could have went to another school,
Mm-hmm.
during that time with immigration. So I kind of stayed with the at Beck, because most majority was black.
Right.
Had a couple of students, but it was not.
Okay, we seem like we have lost Rev right now. We are going to get back to him in just a minute. We're going to get Rev back on the phone. We had a little difficulty with things, so we'll get him right back on. Right back. Everybody just stay right there. We will get Reverend Walker right back on here immediately. Had a little situation, technical difficulties. I think either his phone or it wasn't our phone, so it must have been his. But we will get Reverend Walker back on the phone for everyone in just a second. So please, please stand by right quick. We will definitely be back in touch with him in a hot second. I guess we got disconnected, Reverend. We back.
Okay, we back.
Yes, sir.
So in high school, I was involved in a lot of different activities. I was on the marching band, played a little football, a little basketball.
Okay.
Did that kind of thing. I think my love was music back in the day. So I kind of played saxophone.
Okay.
And that was the thing that I was popular, well known, one of the sax players. Plus we had R&B band back then called ourselves Debo and the DJs.
Okay, Debo and the DJs.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to be one of the jazz players, R&B players on the saxophone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started out very young, People Bryson was part of the group. We all was raised up together, so
Yeah.
in the same community.
You and Peebo Bryson, yeah, we're gonna get into Peebo, man. I can't wait to get into that portion of the conversation as far as with Peebo, because y'all grew up together and performed in the same band together.
Yeah, same community and everything. Yeah.
Man, now elaborate a little bit on that particular friendship. Like, for those who don't know Peebo Bryson is a two-time Grammy Award winner with some of the most iconic songs you can think of, from Somewhere Out There, Field of Fire, Can You Stop the Rain, A Whole New World. I mean, the list goes on with the hits. And this individual, you was in the same group with this guy.
Yeah. matter of fact, we started out together with the same group.
Wow.
And another guy used to sing with him, called him Mike Copeland. We used to call them Sam and Dave back then. So, we kind of got well known doing that, going different places, and having different talent shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I was happy to see him excel in the area because he was the most gifted individual that I ever met.
Wow.
Of music, and he just gifted in terms of singing and music. And he did well. And he watched out for his homeboys when he got up there and excelled.
Man.
Appreciate it. And without.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because I just remember when I was a kid, and I remember seeing him come to the church, and I was just so amazed to see him there, and just to know that y'all had that kind of relationship and rapport, man. Like that's crazy right there. Yeah, man, absolutely, Rev. That's crazy. Rev back then, it is back in the heyday, playing on the saxophone in the band with People Bryson, man. That's awesome. That's phenomenal. So after high school and after growing up around Greenville and all that stuff, and y'all winning these contests and everything, you graduate, and then what happens after that? Like, what's next? What happens? What did you do after high school?
Well, after high school, I decided to go to college. I was in limbo, trying to what school I wanted to do, what college I wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I wound up going to Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina.
Right. Shout out to Benedict.
Yeah, it was a strange thing that I always wanted to go to South Carolina State, be a Bulldog rather than a we used to go to the classes.
Right.
The Thanksgiving where Benedict would play against State. So they was on the head of the list when I was going to college. But somehow I probably didn't start and wind up going to Benedict, and it was a blessing. So while I was at Benedict, I had a lot of good experience. And I think that's when I started preaching when I was about 17, 18.
Okay.
My freshman year in college, I accepted my call, and that was a good experience being at Benedict and having the professors that I had and the other support system that I had in my infant stage of my ministry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing, man. So you started preaching while you was in college. Like, how do you know, like, when God is calling you for that call,
Well, you hear people say when you're growing up, you're going to be a preacher one day.
Right.
Because, my thing was I was into the rock and roll thing.
Right.
Preacher was fresh from my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just one of those kind of experiences that you have that you know that's what God wanted you to do.
Right.
Already for so long, and then it just happened, and a lot of different experiences took place before I got the call. And it was one of those experiences that I never forget. Matter of fact, it was like I was in school at Benedict. I went home for the weekend. My mother used to be secretary of our home church, Springfield Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
And I got left Benedict, went home for that weekend. And my pastor, the late Dr. Francis, was in the office.
Mm-hmm.
Just go in there and talk to him. So I was sharing with him on the experiences that I was had while I was in school and blah, blah, blah. And I said, feel like sometimes I'm called to preach, And he talked to me, shared his experience with me.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday morning, and that was the sermon he preached. He preached a sermon about Job. How God picks at you, God picks at you, God picks at
Mm-hmm.
While that was there in church, the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, you need to go down there. Let people know that you've been called to preach. And I'm like, fight the Spirit until now. Ain't nothing that, you know. I found myself going down and sharing with the congregation that God had called me into the ministry, and that was history then. And from there, you know, it's like a load had lifted off my shoulder once I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people every time, all the time, that whatever God has for you, He will make your path so plain and so clear that you won't err within. So you kind of stay in His will, ask Him, He'll show direction. And that's how I kind of live my life now.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably heard me say it so many times, you know, all my ways about it, you know.
Right. Right.
No matter how minute it is, you know, my life has already been mapped out from day one. And it's just following you up and doing what He wants you to do, you know.
Right. Absolutely, Rev. So after Benedict, what happens? Like after Benedict, do you like what's the next thing after you graduate? Did you go to seminary school? Like what was the next move?
Yeah, well, you know, when I was 4 years there at Benedict,
Mm-hmm.
this had a professor by the name of Dr. Holman, and he taught me Old Testament. But Dr. Holman told me, he said, why won't you go to seminary? I said, no, I'm tired of school. You know, I want to go, 4 years of college. I don't want to go to seminary. They want to go to school. And so he said to me, he said, I'm going to bring the application, and you fill it out. Because he stayed in Atlanta, Georgia, and he was a guest professor at Benedict. And he did, I filled the application out. Didn't have no money, nothing like that, you know. I was just filling it out. So, again, that was part of God's plan.
Right.
And Dr. Tobin, him and Dr. Benny Mays were best of friends. And Dr. Benny Mays was the president of Morehouse College at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Tobin, knowing Dr. Benny Mays, I was able to get into ITC at Morehouse School of Religion. And that's how I wound up in Atlanta at Morehouse School of Religion, because of my professor, Dr. Tobin, that just Dr. Benny Mays got me in to Morehouse School of Religion.
Wow. That's insane, yet let alone that's so incredible, man, to have that kind of rapport with a professor who's just a visiting professor, but yet he got a relationship and rapport with the president of Morehouse College. Just come to let you know, when you know people and they know other people in high places, it's all about really who you know and how God moves, man. So that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal, Rev. Oh man. So you go to Morehouse, you do your thing up there for seminary school. Just in everything, even though you were called, just internally for yourself, what made you want to become a preacher?
Good question. I don't think anything. I think God placed within us what it is that He wants us to do
Mm-hmm.
in the creation process. You kind of know that you know. Sometimes you get off the beaten path because these things that you didn't want to do. You know, I just couldn't see myself preaching. You know, I couldn't even in my wildest imagination could see that. So I used to see preachers on the street corners, and, you know, talking to people. I said, I ain't nothing like that. Preaching, man, they ain't saying me.
Right.
I saw it, you know, and then once you know, once you accept the call and do whatever God wants you to do, God has it already mapped out.
Right.
You know, once I did that, I had opportunity to be on some of the best minds that went towards preaching. It's
Wow.
I had that kind of opportunity to work under them kind of pastors and spiritual leaders that kind of gave me a leeway and helped me along the life journey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say it was something, I guess something God placed, in all of it. It's like, the life is already kind of mapped out.
Right.
Like, you're doing what you're doing, because it's in you.
Right.
So nobody can do what Cliff would do. That's it's in you.
Right.
And it's in us that God placed in us. Because that's why you have to understand why you're here. You always ask the question, why I'm still here? Why is it? Why are you here? All these questions that you ask. What is your will? What's my purpose
Mm-hmm.
in life and living? Because sometimes life becomes meaningless for people because they can't discover why they live it, what God has done for you for their life. But it's in all of us that God wants us to discover why we are still here and His purpose for our life and living. And sometimes we overlook it, and sometimes we say we got to go through the trials and tribulations to be able to discover what God wants us to do. So it's all about. It's really all about Christ. It's all about, you hear me say so many times, it's all about, God directing our path and
Right.
all of that and you leading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what church was the first church that you pastored at?
Okay. I started counseling. I was about 19 when I started counseling.
Okay.
And I'm 19 going on 20.
Mm-hmm.
And I in Westminster. It was in Westminster, South Carolina, the Pleasant Hill
Mm-hmm.
Church.
Okay.
And again, I started that with Dr. Kirsten. I was recommended by Dr. Kirsten.
Mm-hmm.
And who was, I was working with him. And so by him recommending me, they accept me as a pastor. I was the youngest pastor they had. During that time, I stayed there for, as pastor. And while I was in school,
Wow.
back and forth from Atlanta to Westminster, South Carolina.
Wow.
Then drive back to Atlanta. Then drive back to South Carolina. I did that for like 2 years, man. Traveled up and down the road, trying to go to school and pastor all at the same time. So it was a rewarding experience, being able to start at a young age in terms of pastor. One thing they told me when I went to that church, they said, when you leave this church, Pastor Walker, you won't be able to pastor any church in the United States. And God knows they told the truth.
Oh man, that is good stuff. That's
They know nothing about pastor. They even had that on my mind.
Wow. So doing all that while you were in school, going back and forth to South Carolina and Georgia. So how did coming to Tallahassee and ending up being the pastor at Tabernacle happen?
Well, you heard me say that, and again, the providence of God.
Mm-hmm.
It's just providence of God. I was counseling Pleasant Hill Baptist Church,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the members at Pleasant Hill Baptist Church named Henry Grant, who is here now in Tallahassee, in Quincy, lives in Quincy. He was a member of Pleasant Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So he came to FAMU for his education after he graduated from South Carolina State. He went to FAMU to get his master's degree.
Okay.
And so he met a girl here, which her name is Stanley. At that time, her name was Stanley Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley Grant. And she was a member of Tabernacle Baptist Church. So when they got married, Henry asked me to come down to Tallahassee and marry them.
Oh, wow.
So I wind up marrying Pastor and Henry.
Okay.
At that time, the church was vacant. Tabernacle was vacant.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they called me back. They got 4 or 5 months later, and they said, some of the members asked about, my pastor back home, blah blah blah, and they interested in you coming to Tallahassee. You want to come to Tallahassee? Oh man, I'm happy where I am. People love me there at the church, and they have that Tallahassee, Florida, not on my mind.
Right.
Anyway, so Henry said, well, just put an application in, and I did. They took it, and I came down one Sunday and preached for the church, and after I did that, I was back talking around, happy where I am,
Mm-hmm.
and everything.
Right.
And we about 4 or 5 months later, they called me again, wanted me to come back. Tabernacle wanted me to come back. And I came back, and then I preached and went back talking around. One thing about Florida, and then all of a sudden, somebody called me. They said, well, we don't meet, and we're thinking about putting your name in the hat and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, I'm happy where I am. They said, well, we just still don't put your name in. And so they elect me as a pastor there.
Mm-hmm.
I was still hesitant.
Right.
About coming to Tallahassee, uprooting, all of this kind of stuff.
Right.
Florida, no family down here, stuff like that. And so, make a long story short, I prayed over and asked God to give me some direction what I needed to do. And I got prayed over and asked God. I wind up in Tabernacle and been there for now 40-some years. And it's been a rewarding experience. And I never forget Dr. Steele, CJ3. At that point, he was living.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go and visit him. He did my installational service at Tabernacle. He installed me as a pastor there.
Wow.
And I had opportunity to talk to Dr. Steele on several different occasions. And he said something to me I'll never forget. He said, Walker, he said, you're a young man, you do good here at Tallahassee. And he said, Tallahassee grew on you. He said, it was my plan just to stay here a couple of years and leave, but I've been here. He told me how long he had been here at Bethel. And he said, you find out after I Tallahassee grew on, you wind up being here longer than you expected to be. And I said, yeah, that's still, blah, blah, blah. And I think about that song and the conversation that he had with me in terms of how you claim your own right,
Mm-hmm.
how you think that you want to do this and do that, and God already had your life mapped out. Never, ever did I think that, things that have taken place, the things that God has done,
Mm-hmm.
In the city, around the city, and shouting after being one of the instruments and doing certain things. I never ever thought that, ever dreamed of that. But God truly has blessed the church and blessed the ministry in such a way that when I look back and see a whole different generation
Right.
that came up under me. I just did a film today, and I was sharing with the fans. I say, it's very hard for me now when I come to do a eulogy for members of the church. It's not like they members; they now have become
Family.
friends.
Right.
Family, they family now. When I'm here, remember you running around church as a little boy and interviewing me. Let's talk, and we have talked, we had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
To see this kind of generation. Now you got children, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I baptized you, and then I baptized your children. All this kind of different things. You never ever think of that, but
Right.
See how many lives that God has changed and touched, and people are doing tremendously well, and it has some kind of impact upon their lives. That's the rewarding experience that all of us get when somebody comes to you and tell you that you did something or you said something that turned my life around. That's such a rewarding experience for that person how God used you.
Right. Right. Absolutely, man. We're on here talking to my pastor, Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr. So, Rev, what's your philosophy in as a preacher? Like, what do you do, or what's your main philosophy when you are creating and writing or delivering your sermons?
That's a good question. I never really thought about philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
think in preparation of sermon and being spiritually prepared. Now, Professor Dr. Clark is talking homiletics.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 72 hours to do a message. He says after those 72 hours, out of those 72 hours, majority of your message, the majority of your time is sitting before God, being still and trying to hear the voice of God talk to you.
Right.
So it's basically not you, but it's basically the Holy Spirit that does whatever it does to say to whatever God needs to say to his people. So when it comes down to philosophy, I think that your total dependency is on God. I think that's how I live my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize that Scripture teaches us we can't do nothing without God. So then you find yourself being totally dependent on God when it comes down from doing whatever you need to do, whether it's preaching, teaching, or whatever. You know that it's not you. It's God in you. As Paul says, not I live, but Christ that lives in me. Because I don't think that any of us take God's glory,
Mm-hmm.
and God not gonna allow us to take His glory, but God will give us the blessing. So I say that to say this, that you try to use life experiences that you have had to try to share with others, and sometimes others can share their life experience with you,
Right.
minister to each other.
Right.
So I think to answer your question, I don't have a philosophy to say I just try to spend as much time I possibly can sitting before God, trying to hear what God has to say to the church. The Bible says that, you have to listen to what the Spirit says to the church. So that's basically. I don't know if I answered that question. I kind of went around your question there.
No, not at all. You gave me like your answer on that question, and I appreciate that because I wanted to just really just kind of know just where do you dig as far as inside, internally, spiritually, emotionally, and experience wise. Where do you come from when you are delivering the word? Because a lot of people they tie their lives and apply their lives to a lot of your sermons. A lot of the sermons you speak and preach, even when you just are just, making sure that the people who are listening to you understand your word, and you preach the word in a way where like babies can understand the word. You know what I mean? So that's why I, just want to kind of know what your philosophy was, because you break it down so minute and finite to the point where an infant can probably understand everything that you're saying. So that's just how you just bring the words. So I just was we just was curious. That's all.
Yeah.
So you definitely answered it though. You definitely answered it. Now what are some of the responsibilities as a pastor that you obligate yourself to, that you find yourself obligating yourself to, or committing yourself to a whole lot?
spiritual leader. And the things that I did when I was growing up, I don't visit the sick because I'm a pastor. I don't give encouragement, words of encouragement. I did that when I was a Christian. I tell people I was a Christian before I was a pastor, before I started preaching. I'm just a Christian preacher.
Right.
So, my responsibility is to teach and to preach and to guide others to a deeper level with their relationship with Jesus Christ. So I think that the responsibility, as I see as a spiritual leader, is basically trying to lead people into discipleship, that they may grow spiritually, that they may find themselves on different levels in Christ and growing and seeing themselves develop into the kind of person and kind of instrument that God can use for kingdom building. So I think I look at it from that perspective in terms of being responsible, if you want to use that word, and trying to help people to develop more Christ-like, give them something that they can hold on and hang up to as they continue their journey from a journey of life, I think that's where I kind of look at it.
Okay, cool. Now, Rev, as a spiritual leader and pastor and minister, all that good stuff, you come across so many people. Like, you literally like serve a lot of folks, and I'm talking about not just your members, but I'm talking about folks that's not even your members. So, I mean, you get a lot of people that come around you and come to you for advice, guidance of some sort spiritually. How do you stay so connected to your members and to those people who come to you and that you minister to? Like, how do you stay so connected to everybody?
I think the spirit of humility and knowing that God used you to whatever extent He wants to use you, He's given a spirit of humility and meekness. You don't get the big head. You don't get that you know it all, that type of thing. You take your life experience and you share it with others. And as much as I share life experiences, my life experience, others share theirs with me, and I also develop as well and take their experience and grow as well. I think we minister to each other. We learn how to depend on one another for spiritual growth and spiritual guidance. I've been blessed being a young man, pastor. I've had older people, senior, seasoned members that have kind of wrapped their arms around me when I was in my spiritual immaturity. Right. And they were spiritually mature. I can name thousands. I say thousands. I may be exaggerating. I can name countless of people that have came across my path, being a young person, a young Christian, then being a young pastor. They have gave me words of wisdom, the words of advice, and have encouraged me to do what I need to do to stay on the right track, to stay. And I think those experiences kept me in a spirit of humility, and as I continue to grow, then I was able to take my life experience and apply to others, and saying this is how you keep your faith. This is how you grow. I never forget that somebody came to our church some years ago. I was going through some difficult times and blah blah blah, and somebody visited our church. I think we was at the gym then. Somebody visited our church. Right. I had to come and see Rev Walker. I said, "You Rev Walker?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Rev Walker." She said, "I had to come and see you for myself." She said, "My daughter loves you." I said, "Does she?" She said, "Yeah, my daughter loves you." She said, doing what you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing. And I say this because all of us have to understand that part of the scripture that says, let your light shine, that men may see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven. When our faith and our life is always on display, and others can see that, it's like I see three or four generations that have come up in Tabernacle. I see their faith being displayed now. Like man, you say, Pops, I'm going through this, and I'm watching you, and I'm seeing your faith display. I'm seeing you share things with me. I see you coming back. You're bouncing back. You're showing that sense of growth, and you're showing that sense of spiritual maturity. I think that's the rewarding thing that keeps me in a state of mind, knowing that God has a purpose for all of our lives. There are people's lives that we touch that we may never ever know anything about.
Right.
So and I say this: if you stay humble, and you heard me say that, you give God an excuse to lift you up.
Mm-hmm.
And that highest place in Jesus Christ is down at his feet. Yeah, that's the highest place in Christ, down at his feet. So it's the spirit of humility.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I used to hear my grandma would say, it didn't make sense back then, so I used to hear my grandma would pray. She says, if I get too high, Lord, bring me down. If I get too low, Lord, bring me up. That didn't make sense, right?
Wow.
You live through those experiences that you hear people say, and the word becomes flesh in your life.
Right.
Now you're experiencing that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, Rev, have you ever thought about quitting the ministry before, ever?
I look forward to one day maybe retiring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll ever stop preaching. I don't know where we ever would do that. That's in us.
Mm-hmm.
But you have some things that you grow older.
Right.
And get up in age chronologically.
Mm-hmm.
If there are things that you would like to do. One of the things that I would like to do is to teach younger pastors my experience, how you can stay at a church, and things that you can do to develop yourself into a spiritual leader.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to share my experience, because I have a lot of younger pastors. They come to me all the time. They say, well, won't you to share that experience with me, we got a lot of pastors, man, we struggling. We want to know how you able to do this, how you able to do that. What word of wisdom that you can give to us, And I like to take my time that God has given me as a pastor in my older age and pass those experiences on to other younger pastors to carry on things that I learned from pastors, because I had older ministers that took time out with me.
Right.
And shared things with me, how you do this and how you do that. So I don't never see myself quitting or doing. I see myself maybe doing something in terms of gathering younger pastors around and sharing those kind of experiences. Like that, maybe going to a seminary and teach school or something like that,
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. All right, Rev. Over here talking to my pastor, Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr. Rev, where do you see the state of the church right now, and relationships with God during these uncertain times right now that we're dealing in currently?
That's a good question. People always talk about God talking to us, God saying this to us. What's God saying? That you with this pandemic, and where we are with church being locked down. And my experience with that is I don't think you can ever lock down or lock the church out.
Right.
Church, I tell people the sanctuary may be, locked down, but church is up.
Right.
Just like I feel my church. And I see where we are now is that, and I'm praying to God myself as much as I share this, as I'm saying it now, saying like God has my mind of what is coming. There should be a time in the body of Christ, or there should be a time of us as a church. When I say church, I'm talking about the body of Christ, baptized believers. And the things that are happening that are all this violence in the street, walls, and all this stuff go on now. The stuff we read in the Bible.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Rev. Now, this stuff that you just said, even the stuff that's in the Bible happening right now, like because back in the day, you ran for office back in the day. You ran for office, and you ran for a commissioner or something like that, right?
Yeah.
See, right? Yeah. Okay, so but yet you touch the political surface, right? So you're aware of a lot of things that's happening within the community, within the world, within the United States, what's going on in government. You're abreast of those things. Now, with the upcoming elections, right? Everything coming up, how do you see spiritual warfare playing a part in the elections?
I think that the deceitfulness of people, the confusion, and all of that, don't vote, don't mail your houses, all of that's a political type of situation. I think we need to go to the poll. We need to go and vote because our forefathers, they fought blood, sweat, tears for us to go to the polls to vote. We have opportunity.
Right.
We need to decide that vote and to make changes in our society and across this country. You got to vote. You got to exercise your vote. Put people in there who you think will make the right choice and decisions for you. Not political leaders all the time. You have to make decisions for people.
Right.
That affect their lives and do that affect them. That's an awesome position to be in. My job as a spiritual leader, I don't make choices. I get people, I push people to make choices.
Right.
Choose between heaven and hell, between God and Satan.
Right.
I put it out there. Your spirit, these political leaders, they make decisions. They make laws that affect ours. So we have to prayerfully go to the polls and vote and put people in there that has your best interest in terms of your family, your children, and your grandchildren. And so for the upcoming election, I've been sharing it to people. I say, you can't stay home. You got to go out. You got to vote. You got to decide your right.
Right.
It's your given right.
Right.
And you got to do that. So that's how I see the upcoming election. And it's very critical, very crucial.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
I don't know if we can take another 4 years. And if we have to, we're going to have to deal with what to come. That's why I say it's going to get worse before it gets better. We're going to have to deal with what's to come.
Right.
We see the hand right. You
right.
see the hand right on the wall.
Right. Wow. Absolutely, man. Speaking some real truth right now. Now, Rev Tabernacle, Missionary Baptist Church. I love my church. We give back to the community so much, and we're part of so many different things, and we always have a lot going on. Why is it so important for the church to be active in the community?
Because we've been mandated.
Mm-hmm.
We've been mandated by God Himself. We've been mandated. The church is outside the wall.
Mm-hmm. He
He says, I come seek
Right.
And the church needs to be meeting the needs of the community. You know, how you tell somebody that Jesus is shoes or clothes on your back and shoes on your feet, and they walk around barefooted, and you out there, you know, trying to witness to them. Yeah, come on to church with you. And they, you know, I'm always like, no. Let's show them and display the love of God. Now he says, when I'm hungry, you fed.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me one. When did we see you hungry? When did we see you thirsty? When you have done it to the least.
Right.
So it's our job to minister to those on the outside of the church that we may be able to bring them into the fold before it's everlasting too late. So I always believe that church, people of God, have been mandated to go ye into all the world. We've been mandated by God. You can't get stuck within those walls and people standing crippled at the doorstep of Jesus. You can't do that.
Right. Absolutely.
Can't do that.
Right. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. Speaking with Reverend Stanley L. Walker, pastor of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church in Tallahassee, Florida. Rev, what steps have you taken to guard against morale failure?
Wow. Repeat that question again.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Just want to know as far as because a lot of people deal with sin a lot of times, and they deal with temptation, and they deal with things that can easily cripple them and bring them down. So as a pastor, and one that has to be an example for all of this flock. Just what steps have you taken to guard against moral failures, things that carnal of the mind, we would, do if we didn't have that type of spiritual guidance?
I'll be honest with you because, we all Christians.
Right.
We all today, until we leave this world, we're going to be tempted by Satan.
Right.
Right. And when you say God, yourself from life temptation or from sin or whatever, is basically, that you allow the Spirit to lead you and guide you. That necessarily don't mean that you're not going to fall short of the glory of God.
Mm-hmm.
But you thank God for forgiveness. You thank God that when you do fall, you ask God for forgiveness. So to me, I think as we continue to grow spiritually and whatever, is because Paul had a time with that.
Mm-hmm.
Paul said, when I try to do good, evil is still present with me.
Right. Right.
So Paul struggled with that.
Right.
Paul struggled with that. And then when you struggle with that, then Paul says, who can deliver us? Paul came right back to the answer, Jesus Christ.
Right.
And deliver us from this.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that we have to live our lives in such a way that others can see Christ in us.
Right.
And come and want to be a part of the body of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, I'm not trying to go around. I guess I'm trying to say that as long as we live, we're going to be tempted by Satan.
Absolutely.
You're going to fall short. But we fall short, but we get
right back up.
Yeah, we get back up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because, and you can't handle a carnal issue using carnal weapons.
Right. I like that.
They have to be a spiritual weapon,
Right.
That's right.
Absolutely. Now, Rev, you know a lot of people. Okay. You know, a lot of celebrities, celebrity pastors, athletes, actors, actresses. I mean, Rev, even yourself. I mean, you may not want to admit it, but you're a celebrity yourself. Um, and you just you're just one of those real modest people. I mean, not just necessarily a celebrity, but just somebody who's just well known and just somebody who I've always been in my eyes as somebody who's just larger than life. So do you find yourself amazed of all the celebrities that you know? And I was also wondering if you ever just find yourself just amazed about just the friendships that you've embraced with certain individuals, certain celebrities, and also how not only have they embraced the friendship, but they also see you as their spiritual leader, spiritual guider. You know what I mean? So how do you find your yeah?
Well, again, I appreciate your thought of how you see me, how you know, think something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think of myself like that.
Right.
I don't. I just see myself as a person that God has blessed and has given me opportunities on life's journey to meet certain people, and me meeting them that has developed friendship, that has been a reason and purpose that we have came across each other's path.
Right.
And either they help me or either I help them, and it goes both ways. We help each other.
Right.
I think that people that we meet on life's journey, some people come and go, some people come and stay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people come into your life accidentally. I think God has a reason and purpose for you to meet that person, or for that person to come across your path.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look at life that way, and God has presented all of us this great opportunities to meet certain people. Um, and those people that we have met on life's journey that came from the past is people that have pulled into your life, pulled into you, or you have pulled into them.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom is something that you pass along. It's not something that you keep, you know. So your experiences, God, you share that with, and people share their experiences with you. So I kind of see myself as blessed, not as a celebrity, but as blessed of meeting some of the great minds,
Mm-hmm.
and meeting people that we were able to connect and share. We were pouring into each other's life. So I kind of look at my life like that. And as you continue on life journey, you see that God has put certain people in your path, you know, and people are people.
Right.
People, and people that I know, they look at themselves as people. They don't look at themselves as celebrities. They'll tell you in a minute, it's my job.
Right.
Being acting is my job. This is how I make my livelihood.
Right.
But for the person, we God's children.
Right.
We God's children, So, and we all are God's children. Ain't no big eyes, ain't no little you in the family of God.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Very perfectly well said, man. Talking to my pastor, Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr., pastor of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church in Tallahassee, Florida. Not pastor. Now, last but not least, this is just something I just want to kind of just touch on right quick. You just had a recent moment where you was filmed in a movie. Nothing to the point where you want to get it too much into, but just a nice little part of the movie called Justice. Um, Justice on trial. Justice on trial. And just was kind of wondering, sir, like how did all that kind of come about, and just your experience on the set and everything. Like how was that whole experience for you? Mm-hmm.
He's from Tennessee, and we've been friends for a long time. And he came to us to put on the play. He gave me the invite to come and have a part in the play.
Mm-hmm.
Greg came maybe about 4 or 5 years before and did another play that he invited me to play a part in that play. And I was able to take a play a part in this play just on trial. And I was, as we could travel across the country doing these different plays, I was amazed how, how this play has such impact on the lives of people, how it simplifies them where we've been, where we are in terms as a Afro American. It was all about, um, um, the injustice that was inflicted upon us as black people in terms of slavery and all that. And the young people kind of made them enlightenment, appreciate your forefathers, the things that they went through, and the things that we are enjoying now, the price that was paid. So I think Dr. Cooper did a tremendous job and putting that and put a lot of thought into that play, and then turn that play into a movie. And I tell him all the time, I appreciate you uh, giving me the opportunity to go across the country and be a part of the play. And I think that's the most enjoyable. I don't like when you enjoyable, but I think I enjoy part that I played. But most important thing I saw the impact that it made on young people's lives and even older people.
Right.
And refreshing where we've been, where we are now. Yeah, yeah. So, and that's again, that was the deal. Yeah, I invite somebody I knew a long time ago.
Right. It's all about who you know.
Yeah, he gave me the opportunity to travel with and be a part of the play. Because I think he has that movie, turn the play into a movie. I think
Mm-hmm.
he can purchase that movie on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
That's Justice on Trial.
Awesome. Man, Rev, you've had an awesome life, man. You have done so much. You're still inspiring and motivating and leading a lot of people's lives right now, man. And this has just been an awesome interview and conversation, Rev. I graciously appreciate you tonight, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate talking to you because, I'm glad that you have been moving and doing some good things in the community and across the big fan area and other places that may be watching or listening tonight. And you continue to keep doing good, man. Keep the faith, and God got better things for you as well.
I appreciate that, Rev. I really do, man. But before I let you go, I gotta get into it. I got this segment on my show that I do with all my guests I interviews called Would You Rather? And this is a little cool little game that I play with everyone, man. And this is where you tell me, I actually have a series of questions, and you tell me, would you rather this or would you rather that? All right, so you ready?
I don't know about ready.
Okay, and you can elaborate on it if you want to. You don't have to. It's totally up to you.
Like Cliff, you know I know you. You always come up with something.
I promise, Rev. It's innocent, but yet I'm gonna make it as comical as possible.
That's what I say. I'm not ready.
Oh man.
I'm shy by nature.
We're gonna have a good time. This is the part that get everybody. So trust me, you're gonna have a good time, Rev. So first question: would you rather officiate weddings or funerals?
You know, that's a good question. I guess I say with because I would like to see people join hands, hearts and minds together.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Would you rather be evangelistic naturally or force yourself to be evangelistic?
I would say that's come naturally.
Okay.
Yeah, that come naturally.
Okay. All right. Would you rather hold a conversation with people hooping or shouting to a shout music workout session? All right. Now, let me break this down for everybody so they can understand. Would you rather hold a conversation with people hooping? And for those who don't know what hooping is, that's when the pastor gets into the holla at you later. So that's what he'll be doing in the conversation. Or would you rather hold a shouting to shout music workout session?
Shout music workout.
That's
I can understand that better.
All right, Real. This has three parts. This is a three-part question, so you got three choices in this one. It says, if you had to be remembered as a pastor for something specific while you preached, and for those who are members, you would know about these. Would you rather, Rev, would you rather it be the latter that you do? Would you rather it be the eyes that you want people to remember you by? Or the questionable phrase that you always say, y'all love me, I love y'all too.
I'll probably say that. Y'all love me, I love y'all too. That's the significant with that.
Right.
People don't understand that. That's a significant thing.
Right.
So it's almost like, when you're growing up and your mama chastise you and they say, I did this because I love you.
Right.
It's for your best interest. And so sometimes the word of God is like a two-edged sword. And people come out and they say, oh, you stepped on my toe. Or he talking about me.
Right.
Or something that they think that you said that they doing or not doing or whatever. And that's why you come up with that and say, I love y'all love me.
Right.
Y'all, because what's coming out is an expression of God's love.
Right.
We just don't get married with anybody, get married with the one who wrote it.
Right. Exactly. All right. Now, here we go. You played the saxophone. So, would you rather play the sax in a band if you could take that career path? Or would you rather continue to keep the career path that you took in the ministry?
Oh, yeah, that's behind me. That's I just took that away from me. That whole I tried to pick up the same thing about 2 years ago, man. My homeboy. I just, man,
I get you. I feel you.
You know, when you're out there, my mother said something to me when I started on the rock and roll band when I was about 14, 15. She didn't want me to go to clubs. She didn't want me to play sing. I begged. I said, Mom, please. We trying to make some money, 14 years old.
Right.
She said, when you go to the club, she said, life, only things in life is drinking, smoking, and dancing. He said, if you go at 14, you're going to be undid. And she was right. She was right. So I say that to say this because I've seen in my younger age, when I've seen so much happening, ain't no way in the world. And I was crazy. You probably heard me say that I was crazy then. We went to a club called the Ebony Club back then. One way in and one way out. So we in this place with one way in and one way out. So I'm on the right side.
Cool, man.
I don't know my life was so chill back then.
Oh man, on the phone talking to my pastor, Reverend Stanley L. Walker. Last question for Would You Rather, Rev. Last one. You are infamous. You are famous, shall I say, for making up words on the spot. Like it's no secret. Everybody in the church know you make up a word right on the spot. Even while you're in mid sermon, you make a word right on the spot. If you could, would you rather have your words implemented in the Webster Dictionary, or you have your own Walker Dictionary?
Yeah, you got. I've had my own Walker. Pastor can't say these things. You get names mixed up. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Real. Man, this has been too fun, man, tonight, man. I hope Tabernacle has enjoyed themselves tonight. I hope everybody who has been listening and tuned in tonight has enjoyed themselves, man. Rev, I love you, man. I thank you so much, Pop, man. And I just thank you for...
You know what? I want you to do this for me. When I'm gone, be with the Lord. All them names that I missed, you say, come to Clifford Jackson. Tell me what Rev called you. You're going to put this book out and make it the best seller.
I'm with you. I got it. Y'all heard it here first. I got complete autonomy over that where he there go, whatever that happened. I'm hoping no time soon, but I got you covered, Rev. I promise you. Man, this has been fun, man. I appreciate you, man. I thank you so much. I love you, sir. And I'll be in touch with you sooner or later.
Okay. All right.
We gotta play this for everybody on service. But before you go, Rev, I gotta make sure you let everybody know how can people get in touch with you, how can folks check out the service and stuff like that. Because I gotta make sure everybody know how to get in touch with you.
You need to touch base with Apostle, and Apostle make sure that you know how to dial in on live stream, Facebook, and the website. The Pastor is not texting live.
Only my pastor, y'all get it real authentic right here on the feature. Y'all keep it real right here on my show. I gotta keep it real all day long. But y'all can definitely go to the official Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church page on Facebook at TMBC Online. On Facebook, y'all can check the services out every Sunday at 9 a.m. right on the live stream on Tabernacle's official page, man. We located 615 Tuskegee Street, Tallahassee, Florida. Hey, we right here for you. Always gonna be here for you, Rev. You know I got you back any day, all day, baby. I love you, man.
Okay, love you too, bro. And y'all take care. Y'all be safe out there too.
All right, man. We'll do. You too, love.
Okay.
All right, Rev. Peace. Talking to my pastor, that man's been my reverend since I was a little boy, and I love him dearly. He's a very special man, man. I love that dude, man. Reverend Walker. Reverend Walker, listen, man, I just had a moment tonight with my pastor. So forgive me if y'all may not truly understand what's happening right now. But this has been an awesome night, man, already. yeah, man, this has been awesome already, dude. I love my pastor dude here. It's so funny. One more time, y'all. Show me some love, some likes. Give me some likes and hearts right now for Reverend Walker right now, man. If y'all have enjoyed that one. Oh my gosh, he is off the chain. I love that dude, man. I love him. I love him. I love him. I won't trade him for nothing else in the world. Reverend Walker, man, pastor of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church. Man, y'all got to tune into his services because he out the chain, man. If y'all want to be on my show, y'all know how to get in touch with me, man. Hit me up. Email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. Go follow us, love us, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Featured with CJ3. I'm on every single night, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Every night at 9 p.m. Go subscribe right now to The Featured with CJ3 on YouTube and on Twitch. Please go listen and download on all major outlets for podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcasts. And donate and support for the cause, man. If you enjoyed yourself tonight, if you enjoyed the conversations that we have, if you enjoy the topics we talk about, if you're just enjoying the show right now, period, go show us some love, man. Toss us a little donation. It's just like service, just like church. It's just a little offer. Hit us up on Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal at paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. And go download and watch the replays of past Featured Fridays. Guess, I kid you not, there's a nugget of knowledge in each conversation. You want to sponsor? You want to feature? You want to advertise? Well, do so with us on The Feature. Advertise with us on our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard, get promoted, get on. Tonight's show is sponsored by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment Incorporated. If you hadn't been touched by Right Touch, then it hasn't been touched right. Tonight's show is sponsored by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment with multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. And tonight's show is sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage with certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. Please set up your appointment with Tasha Cole at 850-354-8533. And to the first 10 subscribers from tonight's show, you can take your pick of a gift certificate sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage with 50% off of your massage, or buy one and get one 50% off for you and a friend, or you and a spouse, or you and a loved one, or you and another one of your own massages. Make it happen right here. Whoa, man. What a night, man. What an awesome night already. Pastor Walker already coming through, representing, holding down the fort, man. Give me some more love for my pastor, man. You already know it's going down. It's time for the featured song of the night. Now, tonight's song of the night, I mean, it's perfect timing. This song right here tonight is dedicated to my pastor. This is his favorite song, his favorite gospel song, favorite church song. I got it right here for everybody tonight as we celebrate and pay homage to my guy, my pastor, Reverend Stanley L. Walker, Senior. I got you covered tonight, bro. You came through for me, I'm gonna come through for you, man. Tonight, I got you covered, Rev. We're gonna listen to Reverend Danny R. Hollins with Christ is All.
I don't possess houses on land, fine victory. Sorrows and cares in this old world, my lot seems to be. But I have a Christ who paid the price way back on Calvary, my Lord. And Christ all and all, this world to me. There are some folk who look and long for this world's riches. There are some folk who look for power, positions too. Yeah, but I have a Christ all in my life. This makes me happy. And he's all and all, this world to me. Christ, he's all. He is everything to me. Christ is all. He rules land and sea. Yes, Christ is all. Without nothing could be. And Christ is all and all this world to me. Yes, Christ is all means more to me than this world's riches. He is my sight, my guiding light through pathless seas. Yeah, and it's mighty nice to own a Christ who will my friend be. And Christ is all and all, this world to me. Yeah, Christ is all. He is everything to me. Christ, he's all. He rules land and sea. Christ is all.
Next Feature Friday's guest coming up next Friday, October 2nd, 2020, right here on Featured Fridays, right here on the feature with CJ3, Mike Payne, the general of the original Black Panther Party of Virginia. He's a musician and also an actor. This brother is serious. We ain't got time to play with the bull crap going on in our nation. They talking about the revolutionary. The revolution will not be televised. They lied. It's on the feature. It will be going on right here on Friday, October 2nd, right here with Mike Payne, the original Black Panther Party of Virginia, their general, leading the pack, leading the force for the Black Panther Party of Virginia, for the whole state. We right here, and he will be right here on this show, the feature, October 2nd. Might want to get prepared for that one, y'all. Not sure if y'all are aware of what's going on, But y'all might want to get ready for that particular show, man, because we ain't playing and we ain't come to play. So yeah, get ready for this particular conversation. Everything that's happening right now in this world, we got to stick together. We got to. So, also coming up Wednesday, September 30th, on the featured college football icon, University of Florida legend, national football legend, national champion, the one and only Jaquez Green, right here will be on the feature Wednesday, a special edition of the feature for Feature Fridays on Wednesday, September 30th with Jaquez Green. October's Feature Fridays guests, October 9th, Tavoris Cloud, the former IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, getting ready to get back in the ring on October 18th. But before he does, he's stopping right here on the feature to talk about everything before and up to now getting into the ring. Right here happening exclusively October 9th, right here on the feature. Coming up in November, the awesome, beautiful, and highly intelligent Christique Henry, community activist, director for the South City Foundation, Tallahassee Peacemaker, realtor of First Kingdom Realty, realtor and owner, the ever so mindful and mentally powerful Christique Henry was such a beautiful mind. Can't wait to have that conversation. And for those who are also waiting for more, December 4th, college football icon, national champion, NFL first round draft pick, Florida State Seminole legend, the Peter Warwick, Bolitnikoff Award winner. We gon' listen. Ain't nothing getting held back either. We're talking about everything. That conversation will be right here. Please, if you have not yet, go subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Can't make this up, man. Go subscribe to the channel. These are all the cool, awesome people that are coming. And every other Friday and weekend coming up, there it just keeps getting gooder and gooder and gooder. Can't tell you more. You know, you guys just got to go ahead and just subscribe, man. So I hope that you guys go do so because, yeah, man, it's going down. I can't wait, man. Hey, it's been a hell of a night already, man. You already know. Listen, it is what it is, Doc. We got to keep this thing here going, man. So without further ado, it's time for another one of them CJ3s, true stories. And this particular true story, man, this is crazy, but yet this is so true. I got a couple of true stories, and I'm gonna give them to you. This segment of my show is always geared to those people, just or to the topic or to the person that I'm talking to or talking about, and I always try to tie a true story of such to certain topics and guests on my show, man. And I got so many I could give you on this individual, but I got to give you these two. I got to. Um, these pictures right here, let me show y'all this. Yeah, these pictures are pictures that are old pictures of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church. And those those kids up there, those are some of the earliest crops and generations of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church. Yes, that's me Well pointed out. That's Deacon Geist. Uh, Shout out to my boys over there. Y'all see yourselves. I ain't gonna drop no names, but y'all see yourselves. Y'all know yourselves. This one particular picture I gotta show y'all. This one right here. This is the picture I want to get to. Now this is us. This is how we was off the chain at Tabernacle. That's me. That's pointing. I'm pointing out off the chain already with the little hand jive and swagger. Them boys had swag back in the day. You feel me? This back in '98, baby. But that picture, that person that's next to me is Stanley Walker Jr. That's Reverend Walker's son. Okay, shout out to my boy Stunt Jr. right now. But this is me and Stanley. All right, so this is us. So one thing about Reverend Walker that you cannot take away from he obviously you use that word chastises, and I kid you not, Reverend Walker has been a father all day. Like you know him as Reverend Walker, but at some point in your life, you're around him, and he's Stanley's dad at that time, or he's he's the guy who's the pastor at my church that I go to. He's the guy that's the father figure in my life at that time. And we was kids, I'm trying to say, in those pictures, man, I can easily tell you, we about 8 or 9 easily. 8, 9, 10. And man, so one particular Sunday, we was on the youth usher board. And me, Stanley, I think we was just finishing up, I think he was getting ready to do a sermon and whatnot, and he was up there preaching, and us, the youth ushers, we was asked to come sit down, and we in the back chilling. And Stanley gets you in trouble. I'm sorry. You hang with Stanley Walker Jr., yeah, it's gonna get in trouble. It's just that simple. He's a preacher's kid. So me and Stanley, we felt like, hey, we done worked on this usher boy a little bit. We gonna head out outside and go kick it outside, which is what we kind of normally did when we was kids all the time. But this particular Sunday, Reverend Walker was not having it. So Reverend Walker, I'm talking about in preaching in mid sermon, and me and Stanley are walking out the little side doors that swing in and out, whatever. So me and Stanley, we walking, getting up, and we are literally walking in the back of the church. And Reverend Walker, I'm talking about, he's in mid sermon. And then all of a sudden, just as calm as a dad can, Reverend Walker in mid sermon stops and gets on me and Stanley at that time. So he's preaching, ha, ha, ha. And Reverend Walker said, Stan Jr., where you and Clifford think y'all going? I had never been so embarrassed ever in my life, dude. I'm talking about this happened during mid-sermon. We was walking out trying to sneak out the church, and Reverend Walker there, Stan Jr., where you and Clifford think y'all going? So that's that story. Another story is as I've gotten older, and so many different things that as a former professional player and stuff like that, we've gotten involved with Reverend Walker doing free football camps for kids with the Save Our Sons and all that stuff. So me, at the time, also who is a member of the church, the individual that's in that picture right there, Elton Patterson. So we both, held the football camp with the Save Our Sons, with the church and all that good stuff. And we had meetings with Reverend Walker. And there was times we had to sit in those meetings. I'm talking about with a couple of other folks and whatnot, people that Reverend Walker would normally have meetings with. And everything would just be, what he normally dealt with those people. Now, me and EP at that time, we never really been or sat down in an office with Reverend Walker to hold these kind of meetings based off of the type of topics that we would talk about. And we was I was organizing the camp and everything, trying to make sure everything was in place and everybody was intact. And I wanted to make sure that we had everything that we need. So I asked Rev, like, Rev, what do you want to do with this? What do you want to do about that? What do you want to do about, the food and all this? What time you want to make this happen? What time you want to be able to speak? What time you want, everybody to be done, whatever. Boom. What do you want done? Rev said, all right, Clifford, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go, yo, da, 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 da. And then I want you over here, and he's talking to other people as he's in there, as all these other folks in there. He delegating this, everybody's doing stuff. He said, I want you to be over the da-da-da-da-da, you go over and you do this, da-da-da. Now, EP, you over there, you do this, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then y'all over there, now the deacons and the brotherhood, we gonna do da-da-da-da-da-da. And then y'all over there, we got da-da-da-da-da. And everything like that. Now, everything right here, now you go over there, you got that going on and that by da-da-da-da-da. And then everything else gonna roll over there right now. You got that clever? And I'm sitting over here and I'm not exaggerating about the da 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 da. That actually took place. That happened. That was the conversation inside this meeting. And everybody who was around him, who's been in meetings with him over there now, like, yep, Reverend, yes, yes, yep, yes, indeed, yep. Yes, I got you. Yes, I'll do that. And I'm sitting over here like, is anybody else in this meeting but me did not understand that? So, but that's my true story. I'm sticking with it. You ought to know how we do it on this thing, man. It ain't no secret, Doc. Y'all want to be on this show? You know how to holler at me. Email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. Go follow us, love us, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Featured with CJ3. I'm on this thing every single night, Monday through Friday on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Go subscribe now, man. Follow that sign, Featured with CJ3. Type that in on YouTube and Twitch and go subscribe. Also, go listen and download on all major outlets for podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause, man. Please donate and support the cause. Send your donations to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports or PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3 or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. You want to be on this thing, man, and go download and watch them replays of the past Featured Fridays guests? You better go do so because it's a nugget of knowledge in each conversation. You want to get featured? You want to sponsor? You want to advertise on the show? Well, please do. Come holler at me. Advertise with us on the feature. Cash App us at the $ Right Touch Sports. Get heard, get promoted, get on. Tonight's show is sponsored by Right Touch Sports and Entertainment Incorporated. If it hadn't been touched by Right Touch, then it hadn't been touched right. Tonight's show is sponsored by the Grammy Award-winning production and recording label 12th and Collins Entertainment with multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning music producers Lamb Liddy and Big D. This 12th. And tonight's show is sponsored by Perfect Touch Massage with certified massage therapist Tasha Cole. Please make sure that you schedule your appointment for your massage at 850-354-8533. And Perfect Touch Massage is giving away gift certificates to the first 10 subscribers from tonight's show. Take your pick from a 50% gift card or a buy one, get one 50% off gift card. But you have to subscribe to tonight's show now. And tune in to the next Feature Friday's guest, October 2nd, the general of the original Black Panther Party of Virginia, musician and actor Mike Payne. Man, what y'all got going on thing, man? Okay, it's about that time for the show to be over. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Another week is come to an end, and I'm so happy that you guys have decided to stick this whole thing out with me, man. It's been an awesome week. You already know how we feel about it. So, man, everything's so good. Everything is so elated. Everything is so awesome, man. Tonight, I appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight. For those who tuned in tonight, thank y'all. Be sure to tune in next week as we kick this thing off. Kick in for the next week coming off with Mike Payne as our Feature Friday's guest, man. So thankful for tonight. So thankful for you. Thankful for my special guest tonight, the Reverend Stanley L. Walker Sr., pastor of Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church in Tallahassee, Florida. Thank you so much, sir, for all your service, and it's a pleasure to serve you as a deacon, and I just thank you again for coming on my show. To all the members of Tabernacle who tuned in, thank y'all so much. To all the features out there, all my features, thank y'all for tuning in, keeping me and holding me down. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, it's all love, man. Until we meet again, stay smart out there. That bullcrap with Breonna Taylor is still going on. They protesting up in Kentucky, so y'all pray for them up there, man, for real. Stay smart, stay safe, stay away from your eyes and hands and face, all that stuff, man. And I can't tell you no more. Stay your ass home. Peace.
I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues, the journey I took. Y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee. Straight from South City, in my pursuit to be happy. Came about the hood with my hair on nappy, cut it all off. Nothing made nothing, my pappy, the streets tried to trap me. But I had to escape from my destiny and wait for me to be great. And I knew it, so square had to show improvement when I do it, so it's stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. This is the past, present, and the future. C squared, the house.